Good morning, Dan from DJMoore Lofts, and it is the plastering stage. So as you would have seen in some of our videos, we've got to the point now where we're pretty much all plasterboarded. The lads have worked their socks off, and we've now got our plasterer on site who's starting to basically get prepped, ready to start skimming later on this morning. So here we have the bathroom now. All the joints are all scrimmed. We've got our angle beads on around the window and so on. Now, we have got this soil stack here, but the intention is basically we're going to plaster this now, and then we're then going to build a wall after, just so that the inside of the cupboard's skimmed, so it'll just be a little bit easier and a little bit nicer finish inside. So that's why you can see some of the pipe work still. But we're going to crack on with the bathroom, because then that gives us the opportunity to get this as dry as it can for when the tiler starts the next couple of days. So I'm out of breath because I've been running up and down the stairs. 2 sets of stairs now. So then leading on to the main room, we're all prepped up here, so we carried all the plaster up. We've got some tools still here that we'll clear down, and we've got all our second fix stuff now. It's been delivered to all the skirtings and everything like that, so it's quite nice. We've got all our oak doors here as well, and yeah, I still love this window. Every time I come to this job and seeing those windows, it just yeah, I love it. We've now got the scaffold is now gone. So we are all completed outside, which is lovely. So the client's got their garden back, which is nice. And we've obviously got the stairwell. Just had this window delivered this morning, so that's one of my things to do whilst here is just fit this last window, which is in this little office space here. But whilst it's out, we've made the most of it and put the hose up to make the life easier for the plasterer. And then on top of that, we've got this little access door into here. So, which we had a surplus Velux, so we talked to the client about it. We've had one that's just pottering around in our unit, so we said, would you want us to put one in there? Cheap, so it's a little bit battered on the inside, but serves its purpose. So to show you that there. So it was just a seconds one that we had, that we put in there for them, just so that they've got a bit of natural light in there and a bit of ventilation. But so the plan is we've got double doors there for a wardrobe, we've got a single door into that office, door into that bathroom, and then we've got double doors at the top of the stairs. That's going to look lovely. So yeah, we're just going to let him crack on plasterboarding. Put our little window sills on now so we can skim to them, which makes them a little bit nicer. One thing as well, we forgot to maybe show or cover is aircon. We've had Bull air conditioning here. Ollie, the lad that runs it or owns it, he's been over here putting first fixing for some of the aircon units. We're going to have an aircon unit go up there, which is going to be nice. But basically what we're going to do is skim, paint it, finish it, and then put the unit on the wall, just purely because we wouldn't basically get a nice finish around it. So we try and like skim, paint it and do everything before we put the unit on the wall so it's fully finished. But yeah, and we'll just leave you with some shots now of Craig skimming. So now that Craig's plastering away, whilst I've got a couple of minutes, what I've just done is put a little bit of masking tape around all the windows and stuff like that. Just helps make life a lot easier whilst cleaning up after it's been plastered. And then I've also done a bit around one of the frames that's been put in, so when the plaster's nice and wet, that it's been final trailed up, we can pull this off and it'll just keep it all off the woodwork, which the decorators will love and just make it a little bit easier. So little top tip, might be worth just taking that extra 10 minutes in prep. Because plastering is a wet trade, it is a bit messy, so that's why we like to put a little bit of Corex down and stuff like that. Just gives the lads the opportunity to crack on, but obviously try and protect the area a little bit more as well. So that's why we use all the carpet protector and stuff like that downstairs, so the lads don't have to take their boots on and off. But yeah, just that little bit extra time will certainly help. But he's cracking on now. Got a little time lapse set up. I'll leave you with that, and we'll pop back a little bit later and see how he's got on.